Hello everybody out there, Mike from Comic Frontline here, along with me behind the camera is my brother Chris.
Yep.
And welcome to a very interesting video that is going to be something I've been looking forward to doing for Comic Frontline, and that is the top 5 video games that came out in the year of 2013. And
This is a trailer promo for gaming, which we will be doing a lot of gaming reviews on here. Our game walkthrough still will remain on Brooklyn Boys 13. They will be posted on Comic Frontline, but YouTube channel wise, all of our game reviews, openings, like when we get special collector's editions, will be here. Top 5, top 10s, what have you at the end of the year. So this is our top 5, you said?
Well, I do have 3 consoles that I'm going to be covering for the tops. I have PlayStation 3, Nintendo 3DS, Nintendo Wii U, and an Xbox 360, so that's 4. See, that's what happens when I don't...
So these are basically the top games for 2013.
Right. And I'm going to go from 5 to 1, which will mark which will be the best game of that console. So I'm going to start with a PlayStation 3 video game, so let's begin. Top number 5, Call of Duty Ghosts. While I was looking at this game, I actually found this to be very interesting in a way of like a war game, and the graphics are really amazing. Like, it's like you're actually really in the game as just playing as a soldier. You're going around doing all these missions and everything.
Multiplayer is basically the same generic
and
thing as
multiplayer
always.
is the same thing. Also, with the control that shakes, like you're actually there where there's these hundreds of explosions and just a really great storyline. So, if you're looking for a great storyline of Call of Duty, I would say Call of Duty Ghosts would be the...
It's the newest installment.
Yeah,
we'll see what happens next year.
So, I would say check it out if you want to for that. Top number 4 game is Batman Arkham Origins. This game has Deathstroke in this game, which is actually a pretty interesting character, and it's all about just being in the story.
Beginning.
Yeah, it's just the beginning of the adventures of Batman, just going around Gotham City and just finding out all these missions and stuff like that. I mean, it's been like the past Batman games that we saw. Whether it be from PlayStation or Xbox, because the other Batman games we have is for the Xbox 360. But this game actually, the graphics are great, and you know, lots of great stories with lots of allies and enemies that Batman actually meets in this game. So if you're looking for some interesting stuff, Batman would be definitely a good superhero game. That's rated T for teen, and also the Call of Duty is rated M for mature. Might as well just say what they're rated. Okay, top number...
That's my pick.
Yes. Top number 3, Beyond Two Souls, rated M for mature.
Ellen Page, Willem Dafoe. It's basically your interactive kind of movie, even though you can move Ellen Page around, her character. It is basically a Telltale movie. But it's just such a spectacular game. The graphics are awesome. The storyline is really, really good. It jumps around from when Ellen's character was a little girl all the way until the very end of the game, where you actually get to choose from 2 different types of endings, which I'm not going to spoil here because I am going to be playing this game at some point. But you get to play as Ellen Page, who I forgot who she plays as, the name of Jodie
Holmes.
Jodie, you get to play as Jodie, and you also get to play as Aiden, who is her ghost companion. And we find out at the end of the game, actually, who Aiden is, really. And there's a huge twist there, which is awesome.
Yeah, it's just really a whole full-out emotional journey of just the remarkable life of Jodie Holmes, basically. As well as the others as well.
And you get multiple... There are 2 types of endings, and then after those 2... If you pick one of them, there's a second thing you can pick.
And we're not going to say what it is.
Nope, but there's multiple endings, but they all end the same way, leading to a possibility for Beyond Two Souls number 2, which we'll see if it comes out, but it'll probably come out for PS4.
And the graphics, like I said, like all PlayStation 3 graphics are realistic and absolutely amazing. So I would say is a definite must-see. As well as this one, top number 3, Grand Theft Auto 5, rated M for mature. This game, I've been playing throughout, like, all the Grand Theft Auto games. This game actually just is amazing. Like, I don't know how
Instead of
much
having
more to
one main
describe
character,
it.
you have
You
three.
have 3 main characters, and you get to play as them. Rockstar Games, they come up with amazing stuff for Grand Theft Auto.
I'm surprised they didn't take this one off the shelves to change something.
Well, yeah, not yet, but maybe sooner or later. But
Shh.
graphics, there are real graphics, and there are lots of stuff. So this is actually rated M for mature.
So that means kids shouldn't be playing it.
Right, definitely for adults. So I'd say check that out and see what you think of that. And top number 1 best game for the PlayStation 3 console is The Last of Us, rated M for mature. The Last of Us, it's like father and daughter adventure.
Yeah, but she's not his daughter.
Oh, who is she? I thought it was.
No. Okay, the main character loses his daughter in the beginning of the movie, and then he meets up with Ellie. And he has to protect her because apparently she's the only one that's immune to the virus. She was bit,
Oh, okay.
and she didn't become one of the infected.
Well, he treated her like a
yes,
daughter.
and then
That's
at the
what
end of
I meant to say, like
I
a
knew what
daughter.
you meant to say, but I just want to make sure you
Really?
understood they weren't related. Actually, there already is DLC. There's multiplayer for that game. The story is very, very, very immersive. There's tons of hidden collectibles. There's tons of stuff in the game. I can't wait. They claim that there's going to be an added chapter actually to this game at some point with DLC.
They should.
The season pass, I believe, is up in spring of this year, or maybe the beginning
Somewhere
of summer.
around there.
So before the season pass is up, there is a promise for a possible next chapter to The Last of Us. This game deserves Game of the Year. It's a lot of websites have dubbed this Game of the Year. I wouldn't be surprised if at some point PlayStation brought out another Last of Us game like The Last of Us 2 or The Last of Us whatever. It's a really good story. Again, M for mature because there is mature stuff in there. Definitely it's got that horror feel to it, but at the same time the adventure is so worth living.
So for us recommending this Game of the Year, it's really something out there with lots
Highly.
of great graphics.
That's my
and,
Game of the Year.
Well, mine too, because I actually chose that as well. And that's all the Sony PS3 games that Sony beat the Xbox this past year. So,
Absolutely.
let's go into now. I have 3 games for the Nintendo 3DS.
Oh, this is all you. I don't play handhelds.
We're going to go to the Nintendo world. So, top number 3, Mario Party Island Tour. If you're looking for a Mario Party game where you have to collect stars using 20 coins, it's not in this game. Basically, this game, the boards are already unlocked. It's rated E for everyone, by the way. Forgot to mention. And it's like a race. You go from start to finish. And if you're the first one that gets to finish, then you win the game, depending on a task that you have to go through in the end. Whether it's something you succeed to or not. Not the game that I would actually take taste of saying that it's really like great. It's an okay game, but like I said before, if you're looking for things you saw in the past Mario Party games of 20 coins to get a star, or even stars in general, it's not the case. So you can check out the board yourself and get back to me and let me know. Alright, these next 2 games are in respect to the Year of Luigi, which was an amazing, awesome year of the Year of Luigi in the Nintendo world. With top number 2, Mario & Luigi Dream Team, rated E for everyone, 10 and up. This game talks about the journey of the Mario brothers who are going on an adventure, but here's a twist to this. In a world that they go into, Luigi falls asleep, and Mario goes into Luigi's dreams to unlock, like basically you explore both realms, the Mario Bros. Realm and Luigi's dream. And there's just like a bunch of stuff that you can get and that you could turn Luigi into, and between the real world and dream world, absolutely, just it's out there. I mean, you get to go into now Luigi's mind and see what he dreams of. So this is actually your forte because you are a Luigi fan.
Mm-hmm.
So this is definitely a good year of Luigi game. But nothing could top this top #1 game from Nintendo 3DS. I have to give this to Luigi's Mansion Dark Moon. It is, now, before anyone says anything, it is almost similar to Luigi's Mansion on Nintendo GameCube, but not quite. They did add some different features along with the ending part where King Boo, he does come back after you beat him in Luigi's Mansion. The last boss battle is the most challenging part. They have put new items in this game where you meet the poltergeist dog and you have to capture him. There's lots of ghosts you capture with a vacuum cleaner. It's like Ghostbusters only using a vacuum cleaner with Professor Egad, who you team up with. Best Luigi game of Nintendo 3DS in my opinion. Year of Luigi was awesome. Going into Xbox 360, I have 2 games that I want to make mention. Top number 2, Last Light.
Metro, The Last Light.
Yeah, Metro.
That game I threw in just to make mention of. Originally, Metro was an indie game for computers. It got very popular, high demand. Metro Last Light takes place after that game. However, you didn't have to play that first game to understand what's going on here because this game does a really good job of explaining everything that's going on. This game came out between The Last of Us and BioShock Infinite, which Mike's going to pick up next. I feel because of all the huge first-person shooter games that came out this year, Metro got pushed down a bit because there were a lot of very good games that came out this year. Nonetheless, Metro The Last Light was an awesome game, and again, if you do certain things throughout the game from start to finish, you get there are 2 endings to the game. One is the good ending and one is the bad ending. And to get the good ending, you gotta work your butt off for it.
Yeah, and it takes place in the year of 2034, I believe.
Yep.
From what it says back here. Great graphics.
In Russia.
In Russia, yes. Oh, by the way, this rate, E for everyone, this rate M for mature. Just so I throw it out there.
So there's stuff there, and yes, there is that also. I know you perverted people out there are loving the fact that in this game you actually can have a stripper dance in front of you. Whoop-de-doo.
Yeah, whoop-de-doo. And best game of the year, as Chris said, Xbox 360, BioShock Infinite.
BioShock Infinite already had 2 downloads, and there already
the graphics
has been,
are beautiful.
Oh yes, and there's already been an expansion to the actual story, where you actually get to play instead of as Booker DeWitt, you get to play as Comstock, but you're now in Rapture?
Rapture?
I believe that's what it's called. It's part of the original
Columbia,
BioShock.
I think.
It's part of the original BioShock game. You're there.
Yeah. And you have to rescue Elizabeth, who is a mysterious girl.
Now we're going back to the main story. Yeah, you have to rescue Elizabeth. There's a twist with Elizabeth at the end. Of course, there's always a twist. There's a twist with the main character as well. The whole story is just one big twist, but it's awesome, spectacular.
This is a game you should definitely check out.
That's a game that's on every single system, and that is yes, I agree 100%, Mike. That is a game you should not have missed in the year 2013.
Yes. And last but not least, let's get into some Nintendo Wii U games that came out in the year of 2013, and I have 5. Just want to be sure. So top number 5, Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Winter Games Sochi 2014.
Why?
Before I say anything,
why?
I'm going to... Oh, rate E for everyone.
Why is it even in your top 5?
You need a Wii Motion Plus to play this game. That's right. You cannot play any events or anything else without a Wii Motion Plus. I had to go out and buy one in order to play this game.
You poor boy.
So, I would have made it go up to like 3 or 2, but no. If it meant to get a Wii Motion Plus just for that, no. Definitely just number 5. But going on, other good games, top number 4 is Sonic Lost World, rate E for everyone 10 and up. Lost World is a team up where Sega and Nintendo, they did an excellent job teaming up together. He's in this different world where you have to fight
His voice is a little weird.
His voice is a little bit different, and I do prefer the regular voice, but if you look for high action stuff, definite game. I mean, that's all I can say. Deadly Six you face. Always 7 Deadly Sins. I read too much comic books. Top number 3, Year of Luigi, New Super Luigi U.
That is New Super Mario Brothers U. On steroids.
Where you
will
have
rape
to,
you.
Yeah, and you play as Luigi, Nabbit, or the Two Toads because Mario doesn't show up in this game, and you have to beat every level
hard.
in 100 seconds.
Or
and
less.
Luigi's jump is higher and slippy and
And
everything.
Nabbit is invulnerable.
And Nabbit's invulnerable, so will you see us on Brooklyn Boys 13? Probably not. It's rated E for everyone.
It's
Probably.
basically, it's on the same premise as New Super Mario Brothers U. No point.
Top number 2, Infinity. Rated E for everyone, 10 and up. As you see from the stuff back here, we did actually do a unboxing for some of the figures that we got for Infinity. Relates to, well, there's one as an example. There's Pirates of the Caribbean, The Incredibles, Cars, Lone Ranger.
That actually was a crystal. It's a crystal variant from exclusive from Toys R Us.
Yeah. There's a Cars playset at Monsters University. This Disney game, you could use your imagination to make anything possible, which is what made this game really possible.
It made that game
out.
stand out a bit more than Skylanders for us.
And
right
you know,
now.
if Marvel's listening, you know, Disney and Marvel, maybe Marvel could be in this game. That would make it even possible
Cooler.
and cooler. And top number 1, best game of 2013 goes to Super Mario 3D World, rated E for everyone.
It came out at the end of the year.
Yes, and why I put this number 1?
Kitty.
I mean, they have Cat Mario, they got Double Mario, Cannon Box, lots of adventures. We have to get 3 green stars and
I was happy to see the Tanuki suit back.
Yeah, and we also do this on Brooklyn Boys 13 as of now. I heard if you get like all 3 green stars, you get Rosaline at the end of the game. And there's also stamps you have to collect, which I don't know if they're necessary or not.
If you're a huge Miiverse person, they are. If you're not, they're
But
not.
there are lots of twists where you get to play as Toad sometimes on a gamepad. You do need a gamepad. I will admit that. And
Well, every Wii U has a gamepad.
yeah, but sometimes
And
you
also,
need
if you're a
it.
completionist, they actually have a checklist for the 3 green stars, the stamps, and if you get a gold flag at the end of each level.
Yeah, so
There's a lot you can do.
yeah, and I've played through half of this game already, and we've been doing it on Brooklyn Boys 13, even though we screw up, but now we have a great time doing this, and that's why I'd say this is the best game of the year from the Wii U. So, like I said, once again, best game of 2013 at PlayStation 3 is The Last of Us, which you should check out. 2013 Nintendo 3DS, Luigi's Mansion Dark Moon.
2 honorable mentions are BioShock Infinite, which was an awesome game. It actually competed really closely with Last of Us as Game of the Year. A lot of people actually, a few sites did pick BioShock. And Metro The Last Light, because a lot of people, you know, it fell through the cracks due to all the big games.
And Wii U, like I said, Super Mario 3D World for that.
But Nintendo's in a lot of trouble right now, so let's hope they pick up.
Yeah. So altogether, that was 15 games, and we're looking forward to seeing.
Wow, we got 15 games last year?
Well, yeah, I mean, there's pretty much that.
Damn.
Hopefully, we'll get more games for the year 2014. I'll be back in a year from now and share with you guys what I thought the best games 2014 was.
And this was mostly a teaser, well, not a teaser, this was a trailer slash promo for gaming or game reviews.
Yeah.
Top 10s, top 5s. Mike will be doing like maybe top 5 best
Yeah, 'cause
games.
I do have gaming knowledge, so it's only best if this actually fits my
Yeah.
category.
Suggestions, comments, questions, feel free to leave them in the comments below. If you'd like to know Mike's top 5 in Nintendo games or top 5 in game characters, who his top 5 favorite, top 5 villains, top 5 anything, or top 5
Yeah,
worst.
Comment.
If you let us know in the comments below what you'd
I'll be
like to
more
see
than happy to
tops
do
of, and we'll do it. We've got actually a collector's edition we're working on possibly getting for launch week for Mike to review. Mike's actually working on getting that. We will be doing, we'll see if we get a couple of collector's edition here, there, and everywhere to open and reveal and review.
We'll wait for that.
That's of course in the coming year. We'll be working on that as time moves forward. We'll be playing the games on Brooklyn Boys 13, but then we'll come back here, like Mike will come back here, and we'll actually review them. So when we finish New Super Mario Brothers, the Super Mario Brothers 3D World, expect a
Yes.
review from Michael.
So now we're bringing 2013 to an official close. Let's see what more stuff will come out for the year 2014. Don't forget to check out comicrelated.com as well as checking back here. We got tons of stuff that we're #1 source for comic related news, reviews, and a whole bunch more. So if you haven't subscribed to this channel yet, please do, because we have tons of videos for you guys that you would definitely not want to miss, and everything else. And like Chris said, feel free to comment on anything. I'll get back to you guys as soon as possible under my
M&M's
alias name, which is Duderock18 with M&M's. And show YouTube like this video by giving it a favorite. So, Mike from Comic Frontline, I will see you guys in another video. Take care, keep watching, and keep playing. Take care, everybody. Later, guys.